working as lead programmer in Kantar, and today I'm going to cover the topic of unlocking the path to become a data analyst. So, before going further to the content, uh, just wanted to let you know that this session is interactive. You can just ask any questions if you would like to. You are open for that. It's okay. You can interrupt me in between. It's okay. Yeah. So now moving on to the content. So these are the content. This is visible, right? Just give me a moment. Let me minimize. Yeah. Yeah. So these are the contents which I am going to cover. Yasmin, is this blocking the view? Is this a
No,
bar
no,
blocking the
no,
view? No, right?
no, it's
Okay.
perfect.
Okay. So these are the contents that I'm going to cover. What is analytics? Then types of analytics, different roles in analytics, process of data analysis, then technical skills required for data analyst, then soft skills for data analyst, and conclusion. So we'll start with what is analytics. So analytics, is I've made my own definition over here. So analytics is basically identifying the data, the pattern and a trend in data to make informed business decision. So like let's say for example, I work in a market research company. Okay. So if you ask me like how does this data comes and pattern and trend is generated to make a business a decision, informed business decision, my answer would be let's say it's a market research company. Okay. And what happens is there is a survey programming team that creates questionnaire. So that questionnaire is given to the target audience for the survey. There will be target audience for the survey. So let's say my client is a big retail giant. Okay. So that retail giant has given us the project to understand its brand performance as well as its competitors brand performance. So what we will do is get into the market with the questionnaire created by the survey programming team. So that questionnaire is given to the target audience, and those target audience you see in this image, like some questionnaires are there. What is your gender? Then how often do you exercise? Which of the following would describe your purpose to buy sportswear? Like that. So there will be 3-pointer questionnaire, there will be 5-pointer questionnaire, 10-pointer questionnaire, vice versa. Okay. So the target audience gives their what say answers to each question, and then that survey questionnaire comes to the data processing team, the DP team. Okay. So when this data comes to the data processing team, what is the job of the data processing team is to clean the data and make it in a readable format. Like it will be a raw data which will be coming. So the data processing team, what it does is it cleans the data to make it in a readable format, and then that data processing team sends the data to the DB team, which is a dashboard team. Okay, so to get visualization to the data that has been given. Okay, and that data visualization, which will be prepared in Power BI or Tableau, is then I mean the dashboard team. What they does is they create a visualization on the data that has been given from the questionnaire, from the survey brand campaign that has been happened, and then they make a story out of it, of the data, and they give it to the client as an end product, so that they can make the business decision. So this is in a nutshell how analytics works. So this is what analytics is, and I will go to the next slide, which is types of analytics. Now, in types of analytics, what all are there is there are four types of analytics, which is descriptive analysis, diagnostic analysis, predictive analysis, and prescriptive analysis. So, descriptive analysis. What descriptive analysis is like, let's say the same retail giant. Okay. They are doing a market survey for a long time and they have month-on-month data. Okay, with them. So in descriptive analytics, what happens is based on the past data, analysis has been is created based on the past data, and this analysis can be created in the visualization tool using Power BI or even in Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is also a very powerful tool. Actually, Power BI is like kind of the parent product. The parent of Power BI can be said as Microsoft Excel. Since Microsoft Excel cannot load too much of data, there then originated the requirement for Power BI, and then it became a visualization tool. So yeah, descriptive analysis is kind of like basic, like very basic, but it is the most preferred what's the analytics by the businesses to analyze the trend of the brand performance, to analyze the trend of the competitor brand performance, and vice versa. Then comes diagnostic analytics. What diagnostic analysis is, when there is a, like you have made a descriptive analytics out of the past data you are having. Okay. Now you are seeing some spike in the trend chart or some dip in the trend chart. The dip would be, related to your client brand, and the spike would be related to your brand competitor brand. So there will be a curiosity of why it is happening. So to diagnose that scenario, diagnostic analytics comes into picture. So that is diagnostic analysis, like learning the depth spike in the trend chart for certain client brand. Then comes predictive analytics. Predictive analytics, it is a combination of descriptive analysis and diagnostic analysis. Like based on the patterns that is going on in the past, the end user learns the end user builds a algorithm that analyzes the past patterns, and then it creates an algorithm which predicts the future patterns based on the past patterns. So it is a mix of descriptive and diagnostic, which like predicts the future, creating an algorithm. So this is mainly done by the data scientist using various data science algorithms like k-means clustering, linear regression, neural networks, and all. Okay, so that is predictive analytics, learning the past pattern and giving prediction on the future patterns. Then prescriptive analytics. Prescriptive analytics, can be considered as something like when you go to a doctor, doctor gives you a prescription of what all should be the medicines to cure your disease. So same something like that. Prescriptive analytics, how it works is, let's say if there is a trend or dip or something. So if there is a dip, so to avoid that dip, what should be done? So prescribing the client on future actionable, like what would be the future actionable, is what is called as prescriptive analytics. So prescriptive analytics majorly, there in prescriptive analytics majorly NLP comes into picture, which is natural language processing. So that is also done by the data analyst or data scientist. So creating the algorithms majorly is done by the data science people, like learning the previous patterns and then creating a algorithm to predict the future patterns, and then giving a prescription on natural language, like a natural English language, like this should be done to avoid this scenario, or this should be done to see a spike in your brand performance, so something like that. So that is what prescriptive analytics. means. Okay, now moving on to the next slide. Guys, if you have any doubt, just cut me in between. Okay. So the next slide, going to the next slide, just give me a moment. Huh. Different roles in data analytics. So basically, there are four roles, mainly four roles in data analytics career, which is data architect. So data architect is the one who orchestrates the data flow. Like I mean, before the project starts, okay, the data architect is the one who orchestrates the whole data flow, the system requirement, the database models, creating database models and all. That is done by the data architect. So they are the, chief architect, chief person who decides the entire flow of the data. And if there is any, lag or something in the visualization part, that is when you are working on Power BI, okay, and you have created a metrics table, okay, and if that metrics table is taking a lot of time to load in Power BI, so that means, somewhere in the DAX or in the data there is some issue. So this data flow coming, simplifying the data flow and optimizing the entire data flow, that work is done by the data architects to ensure that the end product given to the client will not have any lag because of the data. It will be lightweight. So that part, the entire what say blueprint is created by the data architect. Then comes data scientist. So again, these are the people who applies, statistical, mathematical, problem solving and coding skills to manage big data, extracting valuable insights. So they various data science algorithms already available in the, in GitHub or Kaggle or anywhere. You can, like, you can get the data sets, and then you can perform various data science algorithms. Some of them I have mentioned earlier. So neural networks also they use. TensorFlow is one of the good application for that, language for that. And with that, they create, I mean, if even if we see in the AI part, that is chat gpt part, what exactly AI that chat gpt does is it scrapes data from various websites or various data sources that is already present in the internet. Okay, so it scrapes the data from whatever, you enter the questions in plain English language to chat gpt. It gives you back the reply in plain English language only. So that is where NLP comes into picture, natural language processing. And with that, scraping and all, this entire thing is said by, data science people, and data analyst also plays a major part in that process. Then data engineer is the one who analyzes and organizes raw data. Like as I told you in the earlier example of market research survey. So that DP person, that is data processing person, can be termed as data engineer, who converts the raw data into a readable format for the visualization team, so that they can chart some visuals in it and give it to the end client. And data analyst, the one who does data analysis using statistical techniques, data visualization, data mining, etc. So our main focus in this session will be only related to data analyst. And I will go ahead on the process of data analysis. Sorry. Yeah, the process of data analysis. So what is exactly the data analysis process is define why you need the data analysis. So the data analysis, the requirement, the basic requirement, the problem, what say the client is facing currently, So that is very important to understand. So that is what is mentioned in the first step, which is define why you need data analysis. Then begin collecting data from sources. So begin collecting data from sources basically means that quoting on the market research survey, going to the target audience, then giving them the questionnaire. It will be, some questionnaires will be physical, some questionnaires will be, through internet, and taking their feedback on the questionnaires, taking the replies on the questionnaire, then sending it, then getting the data from various modes. So that is what begin collecting data from various sources. Then clean through unnecessary data. So whatever data, the raw data that has been received from the target audience, that goes to the data processing team. Many places, like what I am telling you is based on my experience in working in MNCs, but as a beginner, uh, not everyone will get a chance to work in MNC. Some people have to opt for startup. Even I have started with startup only for data analytics part. So when I moved to MNC, there was, kind of very organized form of teams who does specific work, like data processing will be done by the DP team. All the cleaning part will be done by the DP team. Then survey programming team will be doing the preparation of questionnaire. Then visualization team is completely different. Then there will be a CS team who would be presenting the dashboard created by the visualization team to the end client. So there is like delegated teams for each and every work. But when you go to the startup environment, you would be doing the entire work, like starting from the preparing of questionnaire to data cleaning, data mining, data processing, then visualization part, then creating that visualization dashboard, and then presenting it to the end client. That will also be done by you uh, in the startup. So cleaning through unnecessary data is like something, you get all the survey data, so it will be raw data, so getting into a readable format is another task. So that part is also done by the data analyst team. Then begin analyzing the data. Analyzing the data comes then to the visualization part, where in our market research industry, how it works is, whatever raw data is come, they all are like, for each and every section of separate variables are created. Okay, so those variables are then provided with the data, are then provided to the visualization team. The visualization team, what they does is, with the variables provided by the data processing team, they create data modeling in, let's say I am using Power BI. So what I do is create a, first get the data completely, then analyze what exactly the data is, how the data flow is, and then what happens is I create a data model in Power BI, and then after creating a data model, but yeah, before that I have to get the data in Power BI. So mostly I get the data in CSV format. Our company, most of the market research company, they work on the CSV format only. And there are option to integrate the dashboard with SQL, NoSQL, MongoDB. So various platforms are there to integrate your dashboard to the database. So directly getting to the database, from the database to the dashboard. Then data modeling part, that is creating a data modeling tables for each and every section that you want in the dashboard. Then creating a relationship between the data models. Then finally what you do is you go in the visualization part and you create visuals. Then you create DAX measure, like data analytics expression measures. Then you create you enter visuals, and then you make the visualizations, trend line chart, bar chart, scatter plot, many other visualizations would be there. And then after everything, you get an approval from you show it to the CS team, get the approval from the CS team, and then the CS team then presents it to the client, and then client uses the dashboard. So that is how the entire flow of the dashboard is. Begin analyzing the data, interpret results, and apply them. So I have covered it in the previous example. Okay, and now we will be moving to the next slide. Technical skills for data analyst. So these are the most needed technical skills required to become a data analyst. So, you know, SQL queries, yes, it is very important to know SQL queries. No SQL also is in demand right now. Majorly, most of the startups, they are relying on NoSQL part, MongoDB and all. And SQL, yeah, you should know SQL queries, you know, in writing DAX in Power BI also. The SQL query, it is based on SQL queries. So, you know, most of the SQL queries, if you know it thoroughly, it will be easy to write DAX queries in Power BI. So I am quoting on Power BI because I personally work on it. Same would be the scenario for Tableau also, and other BI applications like ClickSense and various other visualization tools will have the same structure, will have the same model. Okay, then you know, Microsoft Excel. Please don't underestimate Microsoft Excel. It is very important that you learn Microsoft Excel. Please learn it. Take it from an experienced person. Please learn Microsoft Excel. It is very important because whatever data you get in the dashboard, you know, there are tables created which exactly looks like the table in Microsoft Excel. So if you want to apply, you know, any kind of measures or any kind of statistical formulas has to be created, like significance testing or various any calculations has to be made, comparison of brands has to be made. You should know Microsoft Excel. That's the basic part. Microsoft Excel, you create macros, you create VBA, but I don't want you to go in that depth of creating macros and VBA, but at least learn the basic functions that are there in Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is very, you know, complex. If you are just doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, no, Microsoft Excel is beyond that. There are various other techniques that can be used in Microsoft, that can be learned in Microsoft Excel, and then you can come to visualization tool, and you can apply those techniques in visualization tool like Power BI, Tableau, etc. Okay, so please learn Microsoft Excel. And Google Sheets. Yeah, now I have seen the trend that Google Sheets are also coming in picture. People are using Google Sheets spreadsheets. So yeah, if you are exploring that also, it's good. Then statistical programming languages like Python and R. So, you know, in Power BI, actually Power BI is kind of, I quoted like it's kind of a universe. It has everything. Like it also has Python and R also integrated in it, embedded in it. So if you want to create, you know, any visualization using, you can use Python to write your models in Power BI. Like if you want to do some predictive analytics also, you can write it in Python inside Power BI itself. You can create scatter plots, you can create various other visuals which are not available in Power BI standard visuals, so you can achieve it from Python and also R. And yeah, Python basically, learning Python, you will get an edge in entering into data science career also. So data science is, a way very very forward. Actually, it needs a lot of understanding on statistical techniques, or statistical expertise is all required actually for data science and all. So Python, if you learn Python and if you gain some statistical knowledge, then yeah, you can enter into data science career as well. And R is also, it is also applied by most of the companies, but Python is in very much demand, like in what say, in startups also, Python is regularly used. Python is very much used in startups, and also in established company. Even in my company, Python is used. So yeah, you can learn Python, and you can establish your careers. You can diversify your career as a data analyst and go beyond that. Then data visualization tool. So at the end of the day, what you give to client is something very simple, but that simple thing comes with a very complex background. So yeah, Power BI, the end product, the visualization that you provide to the end client, it looks very simple, but the background of that is very very critical and very complex. So it is very imperative that you learn Power BI as a data visualization, or Tableau, whichever you are convenient with. Learn that data visualization tool, and then do some projects, get data sets from Kaggle, and do some experiments. You can refer to YouTube videos, you can refer to Udemy, you can refer to you can enroll to EduBridge. You can do whatever you want to learn Power BI. So or any other data visualization tool. Yeah. uh, then the next slide says soft skills for data analysts. So soft skills, there will be a point when whatever you have created, you will have to explain. There will be no CS team or the program project managers to explain it. There will be scenarios when you will have to explain what you have created to the end client. So in that scenario, your communication skills will be very important, your presentation skills will be very important, and your critical thinking, like whatever the client is asking for, like apply this filter. It will be very, at the it will be very prompt to you, like what exactly the client has asked for. So at that point of time, your critical thinking, your logical thinking will come into picture. So the soft skills for data analyst, it is very very important. You will have to improve your presentation skills, you will have to improve your communication skills. I'll take an example of myself. I was shy in my past, I was very shy to present, but now I'm presenting it in front of you also. So and I've also presented in a front of large audience. So that continuous presentations gives you the confidence from inside, and you will be able to get that visibility in your company. So with that confidence, you get a visibility in that company. So when you work in a when you work in a corporate environment, please ensure that you don't only be the background guy creating all the data analysis and everything. Also give your presentation, show your presentation skills to your manager, and increase the visibility in front of your manager, so that you get more opportunities in future. So that is what is explained in this slide. As a data analyst, you don't just need hard technical skills, but also soft skills, because you will be presenting your thought process behind your analysis and data visualization you created. So that is what is meant in this slide. Going to the conclusion, what I will suggest you, if you are a beginner, please start with descriptive analytics. please start with descriptive analytics. Don't directly jump to the predictive analytics and prescriptive analytics. Those are very, very far. Even I have not jumped in predictive analytics till now. I am perfecting my skill set in descriptive analytics first. Then I will jump to predictive analytics. But in considering in Indian corporate environment, predictive analytics is something which is like, it's kind of newborn. It has a status of newborn baby only till now. It is taking little steps. The predictions are never accurate. Sometimes it get accurate, but there are very few MNCs that use the predictive analytics till now. But yeah, in MNCs, like in MNCs in US, Silicon Valley and all, there are predictive analytics which gives you analytics you being used, which gives you accurate prediction on the future patterns. So yeah, so my suggestion to you would be, start with descriptive analytics. Take baby steps. Start with descriptive analytics. Learn the data cleaning, data mining, data visualization part based on the past data, and create some business decision making visuals, and then gain some confidence in whatever you are making. And then in future, if you are going into data science part, then you can explore predictive and prescriptive analytics as well. For now, please restrict yourself to descriptive and diagnostic analysis if you are a beginner. You can get sample data sets from a Kaggle to start with. So yeah, that's all from my side.
Are there any specific industry domains where data analysts are particularly in demand, and how can individuals tailor their skills to match those industry specific needs?
So, see, there are, I mean, specifically, if you are asking me, the FMCG side, uh, no, in fact, in all the industry, data analyst is a very important role, because data will be there. Okay. There will be data generated in all the industries, and for that you need to make some visualizations. You need to make some data cleaning, data mining. For that, data analyst is required in all the companies. There is no currently scarcity for data analyst. It is in demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So before I move to other question, I can see Anurag is asking, "Ma'am, can you please provide us the video for the masterclass?" Definitely, Anurag. We will mail you the link. It will be on a YouTube link. We are going to upload with Shibin's permission. We are going to upload it for you all guys. And also, Shibin, if you can, if it is possible, we can, if we can share this PPT as a no notes for our students, it would be great.
Yeah,
We have
yeah,
a
sure.
WhatsApp group, so we can share there. So
Sure,
Muskan, if
sure,
you can
sure.
put the link of the WhatsApp group, if anyone who has not joined there, they can join us and we'll send that after the session. So
Sure,
let's
sure.
move to the other question.
Yeah.
What are typical educational backgrounds or degrees that aspiring data analysts should consider pursuing?
Educational background, right? See, for that, actually, for that, you can, for, I mean, what my suggestion would be,
Ah,
go to some, like, exactly on data analytics, right? You
yes,
are asking.
yeah, there's a data analyst. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, you can join some courses, and you can learn data analytics.
So
Like,
basically,
you can
non-technical
also
people
do it for
also.
free. I mean, it is,
Hmm.
yeah, you can join some courses. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is like for non-technical persons also, like they can do the course
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. Yes, 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 yes.
So not
You
need
you
technical
you
people.
should have like a bird's eye view for the data, what say, mining, data. You should understand the data flow.
Hmm.
Then you should understand how visualizations are created, and how it will help the end client. What would be the, you have to analyze, like, what exactly would be the client's demand, what will be the client looking for. So Yeah, those all things will help you to pursue data analyst career.
Oh,
Yeah, and the
Shubin,
last.
I have
Hmm.
a follow-up question on that. So, do you
Hmm.
think someone who has a statistical background will have an edge? So, say someone who has done a BSc in statistics, do you think
Yes,
that person will have an edge in terms of data analytics?
definitely, definitely.
Okay,
That person has an edge in data science also.
okay. But
Yeah,
what if they don't have the technical skills? So, a BSc statistics person may have mathematical and statistical knowledge, but may be
exactly.
lacking in technical skills. So, what can someone do for that?
Learn technical skills. That's where you can apply your mathematical and statistical skills. Learn technical skills and apply your statistical skills over there. That's what my suggestion would be. It is in very demand currently. If you are having the statistical skills, then learn some technical skills and apply your statistical skills in that. Create some algorithms, and you will be in limelight in company. If if you the algorithms that you have created literally helps the company, then obviously you will be in demand.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, there is scarcity of people who are having the jugalbandi between the technical skill and statistical skills. There are scarcity of people. Yeah, so if you are having statistical skill, then it's very good. Learn the technical skill and come into the corporate. Yeah, yeah.
Great.
Thank you,
And the
Shubin.
last one I can see many employers seek candidates with real world experience. What advice do you have for someone trying to gain practical experience in data analysis while studying or at the early stage of their career?
Do some join some competitions na. In Kaggle you will get various competitions. Join in that competition, mention it in your resume that I have joined this competition, I have real life experience. And do some internships. In my experience, I will tell you one of my experience. So there was one boy came from US. I was since when I was working in in a startup. So in that startup there was internship opportunity. Okay, so there was one person who was studying in US, and spending vacation for spending vacation he came to India, and then he did internship from that startup in data science part. So the way he got that opportunity was registering themselves in internshala, in various internship programs. So do internships to get real life experience. Try some companies, some startups to get internship opportunities, and then you can mention it in your resume that you have
Yes.
done internship, you have real life experience. And also join some competitions in Kaggle. That's okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But do internship. That is very important. Summer internship, winter internship. Do internships.
Sir, AI trend, how data analyst will help to enhance for longer period? Himanshu is asking.
I mean, my personal experience, I am telling you, AI is something, there was a time when big data, there was a very big hype on big data. So what I feel is AI also is following the same thing.
Mhm.
It will, yeah, at some point of time it will lose it sheen at some point of time, but yeah, you have to keep pace with AI also. So the to as I said earlier, what AI does is also it scrapes data from various websites, okay,
Hmm.
to give you the answer of your question in NLP, that is natural language processing, plain English language. So yeah, you can pursue your data analyst career, and eventually you can upgrade your skills in NLP or to get into AI. But trust me, there is no threat. Trust me.
Hmm.
Earlier, I thought that there will be threat, but no, there is no threat. If you are a data analyst, you're at safe spot.